Hey YouTube! Oh, probably check this off now. Yeah, so I'm not breaking lockdown protocol, honestly. I'm just up to the shop getting my 2 days worth of supplies. I got a phone call last night from a guy who lives about a quarter of a mile away from me, so I'm taking a wee bit of a detour this slightly long way home, walk along this old railway line to pick up a Westbury Standard, which apparently needs pickup wired in. So that should be fun. It's good to actually be able to get out and actually do something. Yeah, just trying to quell the rage of the people walking about without masks on, walking out into the shop, and you're just like, because it doesn't affect them. Raging. I'm walking along this old railway line, and there is a path that comes off it somewhere on the left. It's somewhere I've never been before. I've only lived here a couple of years, so you know, I can go somewhere completely new that's literally a couple hundred metres away. So that should be fun. Yeah, so I might do a video wiring this one up. As I said, it's a Westbury Standard. The neck pickup apparently died, and that would have been a DiMarzio Super Distortion, but the guy sold it and bought a replacement, and he wants me to fit a push-pull pot and a coil split, I think. So yeah, I was going to try and show you the lovely captain. Some sort of river. That might be the Kelvin. I think it is actually the Kelvin. I don't think it's that path. I've been up that path before, so I reckon it's the next one. We'll see what happens. Should be fun either way. Yeah, rocking. So I wonder if I chose the right path. I don't know if I've actually remembered to press record in the last bit of this video. Yeah. It's very pretty today. There you go, the captain's there. Yeah, so pick up this Westbury Standard. Hey YouTube, so here's a Westbury Standard. I've had a couple of these through. We're getting fixed. This one, apparently the neck pickup was dead, so it got replaced, and the guy ran out of troubles fitting it up, so it's now fitted. I also added a push-pull pot to the volume control, which splits the neck pickup into, so you listen to this coil, coil defeat, this one. Yeah, so he didn't actually say which kind of pickup this was. He said it was a cheap one, but I don't know. But I mean, it's my view on a lot of these pickups is, this is an original DiMarzio Super Distortion. These guitars are from sort of 78, 79. I think. It doesn't have a serial number on it anywhere. I've not really looked it up, but I think they were kind of around about that time. Actually, if you look at the last video I did of one of these, the guy who actually owned the company commented on it, because apparently a lot of people think these are made in America, or they were sold to them at the time. If you're in America as an American guitar, they're not. They're Matsumoku, Japan. So this has apart from the one Grover tuner, it's got those the Goto, which you often see on Ibanez, sort of plastic cased tuners. I'm sure you'll be able to find one. Just keep looking on eBay, you'll get one eventually. Yeah, so the electrics in this had to be replaced because they were rusty. I mean, I didn't replace them, they'd been replaced previously. Partly when this pickup broke, the guy took it to a guitar shop down in Liverpool, I think he said, and the Araldite glued wires onto it, like to join wires together, and I don't think you shouldn't be going to a shop and them trying to glue wires together. One of my pals tries to glue wires together, it's like just solder it. It's just better. So I basically just cleaned up the soldering. Some of the soldering wasn't particularly good, and then put a push-pull pot in. One thing I just noticed, I don't know, I need to ask if these are the original knobs, because they're really cool. I don't know, it's never going to show up. Maybe it does show up. But see, they're kind of, it's like a reflective numbers. So when you look at it from the top, you can't really see the numbers, but see if you get the light right, it's almost like they light up. I don't know if that's an original thing or whether these are new. They don't look new, they look ancient. But it's quite cool the way they're sort of like the numbers don't seem to be very bright unless you're looking at them at the exact angle that you're looking at them when you're playing the guitar, which is really cool. So I don't know whether that's a feature or not, or whether it was just by chance or anything like that. So here's the DiMarzio Super Volume and Tone Up Full. Here's DiMarzio Super Distortion. Here's the new neck pickup. Sorry, here's the new neck pickup with the volume up full. Here's both. Pretty good match actually. Not pure miles louder. That's good. And then obviously here's the neck pickup, and here it is coil split. And it makes a big difference in the middle position when you get both of them on as well. Both of them as humbuckers. That's quite a big difference. So basically it's ended up with two new, pretty usable and quite good sounds. I did my usual, try to almost scare in the chap, and it's like, what can you do? It's like, well, I can put, you know, because obviously I can put billions of switches in it, 2 humbuckers, both splittable, no problem. But just having that extra one, so you've got your usual 3 sounds and then an extra 2 ones, which I think are both pretty good. I nearly bought one of these just recently in Paisley. A bit's missing from it. I don't think it had a bridge or any sort of bridge on it. I think it might have still had the original pickups, and I forgot to bid, so it wasn't meant for me. One of the reasons I've never really bought it, but one of these is, although it's Matsumoku, see, it's got like a German carve on it. That's what that's called. I thought it was, I was saying I kind of got one, but it's not by the same guitar, but it really isn't. I've got an Aria PE 600, but you can see why, you know, it's definitely got similarities looking, but I mean, actually when you look closer at it, it's really nothing like it. Even the neck is, it's a wee bit wider. It's not miles away. It's still, there's still a certain feel to it because it's from the same sort of, you know, late 70s, early 80s, made in the same factory, probably by the same person. I don't know whether this is a 3-piece neck. In fact, you can just about make up the grain in it, and it's not. I think this is a 1-piece neck, whereas this one, I think you can probably actually see on this one. Well, you can see it a bit clearer, maybe just because of the actual colour, and you can see this is a 3-piece. Yeah, so they're not really similar, really, apart from, you can see how, you could, by looking at it, you could sort of see how they look sort of similar. Obviously the cream pickups is a very late 70s, early 80s thing, which pretty much dates it as soon as you see it. Yeah, so I'll stick a wee loop in, I think. What the drums sounded like last time I was using it. Over that. So neck, single coil. next one's the neck pickup split. Bridge. US Dream pedal. I'm just using the Laney VC15 there, that cabinet and a jack and a loop pedal. Neck humbucker. Split. Both the humbucker. Neck pickup sounds really good, do it? So your guitar's done. It's actually a lot lighter. I said when I went to pick this up. I mean, we are in pretty much super lockdown just now, and hopefully at the start of this video, actually, to start off out in the street. I go to the shop every couple of days to get supplies, and I've been walking there because it's been snowing, and also it's not really far enough to take the car. That's just laziness, you know what I mean, trying to get some sort of exercise. And his house is actually, it's about a 20-yard detour from you walking to the shop anyway. He literally just lives over the hill. I think going by the road, it came out at half a mile, and it's like if you looked at the map, if you imagine here's my house and here's his house, the road, it's half a mile to do the road that does this. So it's like you can just go in a straight line, so maybe, I don't know, 300 metres away, something stupid anyway. Quite bizarre. It's mad how you can live in a wee village like this. And I was talking to my pal last night. It's like a couple of, actually last time it snowed, was that in December, start of December, there was a guy contacted me. I did a video walking, he lived down there. He was maybe probably about the same distance, maybe a wee bit closer. And it's like, you know, that way, and then this guy's over there, and it's, I don't know how many houses there are in Milton Campsie, not very many. And actually I did a swap, I sold the puke caster, I swapped it for a spear guitar at the co-op. And it's like, you know, so many, you don't expect it, there's just guitarists everywhere. So I think, bet you see on your street, or in one of the streets it's maybe one or two away from wherever it is you live, I bet you there's Matsumoku guitars and things, and somebody's got them and somebody's into them, you just don't know them everywhere. So I've got a wee bit of a hot spot for guitar-y folk. Actually, I remember selling a Marshall amp to a guy who was from here as well, and actually going back a couple of years, I bought a Stag bass, which I converted into my 6-string Telecaster bass, was here as well, or just up the road, and also the foot switch, which you can't see, which I used for turning on the reverb on the very rare occasion when I turned on the reverb, came from here as well. You know, Milton Campsie, you know, population 500 houses, something like that. That's all the musical stuff that I've bought, and that's all the stuff that I'm interested in. You know, I'm not even looking at expensive guitars or cheap guitars. That's the things that I want. It's kind of quite bizarre. So I didn't break lockdown. I would socially distanced and all that, and I was wearing my mask. I think the snow, it sort of turned to rain earlier on when I went to the shop. I got this 2 days ago, so this is my, every 2 days I go to the shop for supplies. They didn't have Rockstar last week, but they had it again. Oh, that one's nearly out. You know, drink what you are, and I'm a rock star. Rock on, catch you later.